Welcome back to my channel Lomzy Sews. In this video I will show you how I made this corset with straps and Basque waistline with gathers. If that's what you want to learn, then continue watching till the end and don't miss any part of it so you don't miss any sewing tips and tricks. Don't forget to share this video out and like it and drop a comment in the comment section. Let's start with the tutorial. You will need cotton fabric. I suggest you use cotton fabric so that the gathers will bounce very well. I have here 3 yards of cotton fabric and I'm using interfacing. I have hairstay. It's called hairstay in Nigeria. Also, I'm going to use zipper for my closure, and then I'll be working with my corset that I made, the 3-part corset I made the last time. You can use a 2-part corset to make this. Anyone is okay as long as it's a corset pattern you're using. I have also my yoke. You need to have a corset that have yoke. That's the pattern you're going to use. And then for my bra cups, my subscribers has been asking me, my bra cups I don't add any sewing allowance. It's the main fabric that I added sewing allowance to. So this will be for the bra cup. So I'll use this pattern to cut out on the bra foam. I'll drop the link to the corset pattern in the description section, so you go ahead to watch it if you have not watched how to make the corset. Here I have my back. My back is full and I'm going to add zipper at the back. So next I'm going to use this pattern to cut out on my fabric. I've already added sewing allowance to the pattern, so I'm not going to add sewing allowance now that I'm cutting it. After cutting it, next is for us to sew this. I like to start with my bra cups. So I'm going to set the lower part of the pattern aside and I'm going to start with the bra cups. First, I'm going to place the bra cup like this and sew this place like this. After sewing it, this is how it's going to look. Make sure you iron it at this stage. And I'm going to place the upper part of the corset like this and sew here. Also make sure you iron that. I'll go ahead and use the pattern for the bra cup and cut out on the bra foam. I like to use my customized bra cups. That way it suits whatever design I have made. I'll go ahead and sew this just the way I've sewn the fabric and I'm going to baste it on it. After doing it, this is how it's looking. Next I'm going to do now is for us to add the straps. So for me to add the straps, I'm going to set this one aside and I'm going to work on the straps. To do that, I'm going to use the yoke that I have cut out. That's why I said you need a corset that has a yoke. As you can see, my pattern is on fold. Next we are going to work on the neckline. Previously the neckline is 3.5 inches, so we are going to mark for the length. I've already added the sewing allowance to all of this so that you know that there is sewing allowance. So I have 1/2 inch and 1 inch here and then 1/2 inch on the lower parts like this. So now I'm going to mark the neckline. So from beginning, from here to here is 3.5, but we're going to increase that. So I'm going to start from the armhole and I'm going to measure out 3 inches from, not from the sewing allowance. From here you're going to get 3 inches because the strap width is going to be 3 inches. So I'll go ahead and open out the yoke like this so that we can mark for the design of the straps. So from the armhole like this, you're going to mark this is the first strap. You're going to mark it the way, just watch the way I'm going to mark this. This will be the first strap like this, and then the second strap is going to start from here and meet with the other armhole like that. So like I said, the width of the strap will be 1.5 inches. So you go ahead and do the same thing on the other side. For me to do that, I have cut out my bias and my bias measures 4 inches. Just make sure you cut a long bias. You're going to fold it into 2 like this, and first of all let's mark notch for where we are going to sew this. So when you place this like this, remember it's 4 inches. By the time you sew it, you will have 1.5 unfold. So I'm going to place this like this, and I'm going to cut out the side seam. Also, I'm going to use the shape and cut out the shoulder line. I'll go ahead and I'm going to notch where this is going to start from. So from here that I have notched like this, I am going to sew here. From here upwards, I'm going to sew it close and leave this side open. So I'm going to do the same thing on the other side, but this side, make sure your strap is very long, at least like 20-25 inches. So I'm going to place this like this, and also cut out the shoulder width, the shoulder shape. And then from here, I'm going to mark where this strap, I'm going to close it from here to here, and I'm going to notch that place. So now I'm going to also do the same thing. I will start from here now and sew this place close and leave this side open. Make sure this side is long. So this is going to be like this, and the other side you're going to leave it long. So I'll go ahead and close here and also close here. After sewing it, I'm going to go ahead and use my safety pin and turn this out. Use whatever means that you can to turn out the straps. I'll go ahead and turn all the straps out, and make sure you iron them out. After turning it out, this is how it's going to look. So now you have one side that is unsewn. This is how it's going to look, right? So if you place this here like this, it should look like this. And the other one also, I'm going to place it like that. So let me go ahead and place the other straps so that you understand how it's going to look. If I place the second strap here like this, it should look like this, and this one goes like that. You can see the crisscross is taking place. So I'm going to sew this to the bra cups. So from here where I stopped the stitches, I'm going to place it to the where the sewing allowance started. I'm going to place it there like that, and I'm going to baste it on the cups like this, slanted like that here. So I'll go ahead and do the same thing on the other side. Remember, the one you're using is the long one. That's the one that is going under the bra cups. I'll do the same thing on the other side. This is it after basting it. I'll go ahead and cut out the excess. So this is how the first strap will look like. Next, we are going to sew this into the lower part of the corset. So you're going to place it like that and sew it. After sewing it, this is how it's looking. Next, we are going to add the second strap. So I'm going to place the strap like this, and you're going to sew it here, and also place the other side too. You're going to baste it here also. And then after this is how it's looking. Then the next thing you're going to do now is to use your lining. Make sure you place all this inside and use your lining to turn it out. So this is how it's looking after turning it out with the lining. I'm sorry I lost the footage where I sewed the lining in. So the next thing we are going to do now is to add the gathers on the basque waistline. Next, we are going to calculate how we are going to make the gathers, both the length of the skirt of the gathers and the width. So to make that, I'm going to minus the length of the dress minus the top length, that's the upper part. The dress length is 42 inches minus 19 inches for the top part of the dress. So from here, this is the waistline here, and this is where I came down to start the basque waistline, which is 19 inches. So from here, I'm going to minus 42 minus the length of where the basque waist started, which is 19, minus 42 minus 19 will give me 23 inches. So the length of the gathers of the skirt will be 23 inches. Remember to add 2 inches for this hemming allowance. And then for the gathers, I'm going to measure from the waistline like this. Remember the waistline is on fold, so I'm going to times that by 2, which will give me 18 inches. 18 times 3, so we are going to times 3, whatever we get, that will be the waist, and we have 54 plus joining allowance, which is 2 inches, which will make it 56 inches. So the length is 23 inches and the width is 56 inches. So I'll go ahead and cut out 56 inches by 23, and that's what I have here. You're going to cut 2 pieces of this, one for the front and one for the back. I will set aside the one for the back, and we're going to cut out the one for the front, which is the one that has the basque waist. Now this side that is on fold, this side is not on fold. The side that is on fold will be the center front, and we're going to measure the length of the basque waist. So remember, this is where the basque waist started from, here that I have marked. So you're going to take that measurement, which is 5.5. In your own case, it can be 7 inches. It depends on how long your basque waistline is. So I'm going to come down from the top 5.5, and I'm going to slant this like this. Just make sure you go ahead and follow the instructions on how I just cut out this. So you're just going to cut it slanted like that, and that should be enough to take care of your basque waist. After cutting it out, this is how it's doing. I'm going to go ahead and gather it into the dress. After gathering it, this is how it's looking. And I'm going to bring the back. I'm sorry I lost the footage where I was making the back, but the back is just simple. There is nothing serious. I didn't do anything aside making the neckline wide. So I've also added the gathers for the back like this. Remember the gathers, the back, I didn't do anything. I didn't cut anything. It's straight. So the next thing we're going to do now is to sew the shoulder. So I'm going to encase the straps into the shoulder of the back, just the same way you sew the shoulder, a dress without sleeve. That's the same way we're going to do this. So I'm going to place this into this place. Just put this and sandwich the both of them. You're going to turn the lining and use it to sandwich the straps, and you go ahead and sew 1/2 inch for the sewing allowance. And after sewing the shoulder, you go ahead and sew the armhole. So after sewing it, this is how it's looking. At this stage, make sure you iron properly. I'm going to go ahead and place the side seam together like this. I have 1 inch sewing allowance on the side, so I'll go ahead and sew 1 inch away. After sewing it, this is how it's looking. Yeah guys, so we have come to the end of today's sewing tutorial. Make sure to like this video and drop a comment in the comment section and iron this properly. I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.